This guy's on crack. I am clearly just speaking simple words, and there is nothing fogging my mind. My words are clear and open, that I have gone from the beginning all the way to a specific moment, which is the changing of the sun. I have not crossed that line ever. I have not spoken to you of the calamities that all the other people talk about in this world of destruction and fear. I have never crossed that line, my brothers and sisters. Even all you Lost fans who talk about weird, wild stuff, the only reference I have made to the false Messiah or the Antichrist has been the one reference I made to him on the island in the timeline that is not past the changing of the sun. And so I reiterate the warning, of course, that we have maintained from the beginning of the story. But I remind you, as the storyteller, as the speaker of the word who is telling you the story, I have maintained this rule for myself, and there is a reason for this, my brothers and sisters. But we go back to Hudayfa, because we said this was about something changing, not in me. I have already told you that my activation occurred live at that moment when I began to tell the story. And of course I know things about the future, but I don't talk about the future because my future is my future, your future is your future. Everybody has their own future, we're all unique. But if I can tell you the story from the past and bring you to today, then I have gotten you somewhere. So we went through the stories of the prophets all the way to the final messenger. And then I went back to the beginning and took you through parts of the unseen. Now, where do you want to go, my brothers and sisters? Where would you like to journey? All of the worlds are open to us. All of the realms are open to us. All of you who follow my tale, we will be journeying on journeys that are incredible and unbelievable. And I promise you, the weird and wild journeys that we have taken so far are nothing compared to what will be opening for you in this reality who say, I seek the light, and you shall definitely find. Hudayfa, the one who sought the weird, wild information, on that day when the prophet told the story of truth from the beginning to the end, what does Hudayfa say about that day? As we know, others talked about the fact that many memorized it, many forgot, many came in, many left. Some paid attention, some didn't. Hudayfa said something. The messenger of Allah once rose, standing before us. He mentioned everything that was to occur from the time he stood there until the time of the hour. The hour being a reference to the end of the world, the end of time. Now we who have been on this journey have continued to maintain that the changing of the sun is a sign of the coming of the hour, but it is not the sign of the hour itself. And all of the brothers and sisters of the light from every community who reference the changes of the sun have all been making this clear. And of course, the Prophet Muhammad also made this clear, and I am reiterating that again and asking you to have some mercy on my Mayan brothers and sisters who have not said that the world is going to end. Okay? So just a little caveat there. Hudayfa says, some memorized it while others forgot it. Now here is the trigger that Hudayfa mentions that other people don't mention. And it is the important part that you must understand, oh my brothers and sisters. Hudayfa says about the story that the Prophet told them. Something will happen, Hudayfa says. Because we look to Hudayfa to find out the weird parts. Now many people who read these ahadith about this day asked the same question that I asked. Now, as you recall, I said, I read this hadith many years before. Many years before. And I thought to myself, where's the story, right? We read this hadith, and many of you, especially my Muslim brothers and sisters who have read this hadith, say, where's the story, right? Where's the story? Who memorized the story? Part of what the Prophet revealed, I have been explaining to you in the story, and it is why something has happened to you. Hudayfa says about this very narration, 1,500 years ago, when the Prophet told him the story, when he used to tell the other companions about what happened that day, Hudayfa, our companion, our most beloved, says, something will happen from what the Prophet told us about this story. And it will be like, I will recall it like a man recalls the face of another man who was absent for a while. And then when he sees his face again, he recognizes it. What does Hudayfa say? Hudayfa is describing the process called activation or memory activation, triggering the awakening. That if you understood the story from the beginning to the end, you would have experienced an activation of your cellular memory through the light of your soul. Your heart has been activated, my brothers and sisters. Hudayfa has said that the story in it has embedded with it something that triggers your memory, that now the world around you isn't like it was before, and you will bump into individuals that look like somebody you recognize that you have never seen before, but they appear to you like someone from a journey on another journey who you now know, and you look at them and you recognize them, and you know them to be family, and you feel it from the vibration, and you recognize it from their words, and you hear it in their voices, and you feel it in their truth. And those of you who have been on the journey with me, those of you who are my brothers and sisters, then know, oh my brothers and sisters, that right now what is happening around this earth is an awakening from every community that we said is of the light.